Hey, what up, everybody? So I'm getting to a point here where I don't want to hold back whatsoever. I bet even some people looking at my videos, people that have known me before and whatnot, wondering what the fuck's going on with the spirituality thing. And I just want to be straight up right now. And I know a lot of people aren't going to agree with me. A lot of people will agree with me as well. But a lot of people aren't ready at this point to hear this. However, I want to be that perspective that is put out there that forces people to at least consider it and or at least bring it into their reality. Now, the reason why I've gone on to this whole, especially like inner journey and whatnot, and really wanting to be of service to people in general. Now, I've always wanted to be of service and assistance to people my entire life, really, but I just really never knew how to do that and how myself could be, a major impact or whatnot. And I'm hoping to get to that point. I'm doing everything I can to get to that point, and I'm going at it in the way that I feel is going to basically help the most people possible. And I do want to be only focusing on the positives and the solutions and whatnot. But there's some things that need to be understood in order to really, for one, want to look inside and really change things and to help others in this entire situation. But the idea that we are actually in a control paradigm. There's heard of propaganda. We've even learned it in school and whatnot. And propaganda is what's being spread absolutely everywhere. And right now, at its most in the United States, they are trying to sell certain agendas so that the people will get behind it, whether it's war or whether it's your latest bill being passed or whatever it is. They're trying to basically get people to believe the story because if nobody did, well, then they wouldn't be able to control a mass group of people anymore. Um, People see it all around the world right now. Say Australia is one country that, or continent, I guess I should say, that's really understood the paradigm, and a lot of other areas do as well, or at least certain individual people. Um, But basically, yeah, like I'd say the biggest event probably that's helped to allow this control to go further is 9/11, and 9/11 is a tragic event. So I'm not trying to say that it's not, and that that we can give our condolences, we can give respect and everything to that event, all the people that were involved and whatnot, and as all the people that involved to help out when after that event happened and whatnot. But the idea is that event happened in order for a agenda to be played out, basically. With 9/11 and with the fear of terrorism in the United States, um, through that happening, they're able to set up laws and whatnot that end up affecting the people and affecting their rights because people are in fear that something bad might happen. So therefore, they give up more of their rights to the government in order to believe that they're going to protect them, and it gives them reasons to go out for more war efforts and whatnot, which end up just stealing resources from other countries and again continue on their agenda, which has to do with money. Well, it's a lot of selfishness and whatnot. Why, like you see the United States is only getting in a worse situation with the economy and whatnot, and people continue to struggle and struggle and struggle, and yeah, we're the ones that are affected by it. So as long as we keep believing their stories and whatnot, well, then they're going to continue on in power. But once people are willing to stand up and talk about the things that are going on today, we'll be able to be at a point where we don't have to come together. We don't even have to be against them. We don't have to be in opposition. We just need to not cooperate. We don't we don't have to cooperate with things that are basically against our morals or against what we believe is right. Like I just think in general, like we can more focus out to the U.S., but U.S. and Canada are so interconnected and whatnot. But we're scared of terrorist attacks. Who's the biggest terrorist right now? Who goes to war with the most countries? It's the United States. The United States are the terrorists, and I do get why people don't understand, but it's through propaganda, the United States' own propaganda, that gets people to believe that this guy's doing this, so he's bad, so we need to go over there, and we need to, whatever, take him out, and whatever the situation is, whatever's being played out at the time. But, and I'm not saying that the reasons why they go out there, they, like, say, I don't know, like they've done many, like Bin Laden and Saddam Hussein and whatever, Gaddafi or whatever it is. I don't even watch the news anymore because it's so fucking ridiculous. But some of these people may be doing negative things, but this kind of stuff's happening all around the world. So then just to peg one, and they peg one on purpose because they have whether it's resources they're going after, or whether it's certain political power, or just want to control a certain country for whatever reasons. There's always reasons behind it, usually involving money and resources and control. Because once you have control of people and more control of people's minds, then they'll do whatever they want. So, anyways, I don't want to go too long into this video, but yeah, the reason why I've got to this point is because I understand what the fuck's going on around the world today, and I want to do everything I can to help things, but I'm not going to be one of those activists or one of those people that go on opposition and try to fight, the evil or whatever it is, because that only brings more of that to you. It comes into the law of attraction and whatnot. So I'm only focusing on solutions. I'm focusing on the spiritual. I'm focusing on connecting who I am. I'm focusing on the divine being who I am. I'm focusing on the fact that at the core of myself, I'm energy, and when we connect into the present moment, because the past and the future don't exist, in that present moment is infinite possibility, therefore infinite potential, and I'm going to create a reality, not just myself, but we all are going to have this intention to create a better reality, a better world for all of us. And that's what I've dedicated my life to, and I will accomplish at least a big improvement, but I think at this point in time, we can create literally a new fucking Earth. Anyways, done with my rant, and I wouldn't even call it a rant. I'm just speaking passion. This is truth, and whether you believe me or not, this is how it is. Obviously, there's a lot more to say about it. I come into it a bit more of an intellectual way, but I just kind of wanted to give a bit of an overview instead of just going into narrow down topics. I want to give a little more idea of the whole. Anyway, it takes a lot of courage to be able to speak what you know, and well, not even speak what you know. I guess it comes into knowing, but it's speaking your truth, and you start to believe things, and especially with the ego and this mind, the logical mind, it keeps going over and over, and these thoughts keep going over and over and over, and you don't believe it until you continue to basically practically apply these things, continue to do the research, and you end up seeing all these other views out there, and the only views that are telling you that things are the way they are that we continue getting are views through the media and newspapers and the news and everything else. There's different opinions everywhere. They're just not being presented, and we have a beautiful thing called the internet now. We have books, we have everything, but with technology and everything else that's going on, it's easy to get distracted. But there's a lot of truth out there. All we need to do is ask questions, and the truth will be presented to us at this time especially. But it's always been this way. So anyway, I'm done for now. 9-minute video. Pretty solid. Alright, peace out, y'all. Have any questions? Give me a shout.